quick before we get going. Disclaimer/disclosure. Please note that the following is not legal advice and is provided for informational and educational purposes only. Investing in securities carries a high degree of risk and can result in the loss of your entire investment. You should consult with a qualified financial advisor or legal professional before making any investment decisions. The information contained in this presentation does not constitute an offer or solicitation to buy or sell any securities or financial instruments. Any opinions expressed in this presentation are subject to change without notice and should not be relied upon as a recommendation to buy or sell any securities. Please do your own due diligence and research before making any investment decisions. Alright, so let's peep it out. So we're taking a look at Google right now, ticker symbol GOOG, and we had a little bit of a bearish pull down this morning, 30-minute chart. So each one of these candles represents 30 minutes of time. Shout out to Third Grail. Thank you for joining. Shout out to you, Joe. See you, man. I see you. So of course we do live trading each day, and this is for the newbies out there. This is for all the beginners. Now we're looking at ticker symbol GOOG. That's Google. We had this first white candle that you see right here was a bearish candle that pushed down into yesterday's low, which is this white line that we see. And I had already marked out, if you were with me live yesterday or the day before, I marked out the support zone, which makes sense. So yesterday's low came down to the support zone, which is this two purple lines. And then today, right now, as we see the market moving, we see that today it bounced. Let me get rid of these extra lines that keep popping up. My bad. All right. So we need to fix this up a little bit, but y'all rock with me for just a second, just so I can get this right. All right, cool. So like what I was saying, couple of days ago, we marked out the support zones. And then what we see from yesterday is the low of yesterday came down to that support. The same thing with today. Google opened up, it dropped down to the low of yesterday, which is that support area that we talked about. And then we got this bounce up. And then I entered calls right around here on this candlestick that we're on right now. So I had calls for a quick scalp. I made about $200. I did a $5,000 trade, made about $200. Now I'm going to keep it real with y'all. My strategy is to use more capital and less skill. Basically, the more money that you can work with, the less you have to worry about trying to get a high profit percentage target, right? So if you got $10,000 and you're aiming for 10%, that's $1,000 a day or $1,000 a trade. So I just like to keep it simple. I know a lot of people will criticize me and say, yo, you're risking way too much money for such little reward. But the name of the game is to constantly hit those base hits, get consistent wins so you can build up your account. I don't need to have a home run every single game. Let me get a base hit. Let me get 1 point on the board and I'm good to go. So currently right now we're looking at Google, GOOG. We've got this hammer, which indicated a bullish reversal based off of the bearish sentiment starting the day off. We came into this buy zone for supply as well as yesterday's low, as well as the support zone. So all of this right here told me that it was a good opportunity that we're going to come back up, at least for Google in the market. So on this candle that we're in right now, I entered calls and I brought it on the ride up. So let me show y'all, and y'all just bear with me. I should have actually did this earlier so y'all could have been right with me in the trade, but at least you guys can see the proof in the pudding. Let me bring this down. So I did a screen record on my trade so y'all could see it. All right, so this was me entering in the Google, and I'm gonna kind of zoom past it really quick so y'all can see. Let me bring it over here. All right, and just really quick. So this was me entering. Y'all can see I'm just zooming through, but I screen recorded for today. You can see that I bought it today, and I stayed in the trade. And as we see, I sold out right about here at that 217 mark, but just wanted to show y'all that. So what I'm going to start doing, especially when I get the technology and I get my screen sharing and all that better, I'll be able to keep them side by side so y'all can see in real time that I'm in the trade. But I did do the screen record. Of course, I post all my losses and all my wins in the Passive Income University. So you can join today. You get 30 days free, and then it's $10 a month. But the dope thing is you get access to everything. So every past recording, every course, every book, every training, everything is open to y'all. So I appreciate y'all joining. I see you, Aubrey. Good morning. Good morning. I see you, Christian. What's up, y'all? So if you got any questions, man, the number one thing that I want to do is offer y'all value. And so drop your ticker symbols, drop your questions into the chat so that we can continue to rock together. Do me a favor, like the chat, please. Like the live and share it. But basically, we're just doing live trading. I've got my eyes on Google. I hopped in, did a quick scalp, made a couple $100. Yo, I see you, Muddy. I see you, Arthur, Christian. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all a lot. QQ's looking choppy as well. I wouldn't necessarily be looking to trade it just based off what we're seeing so far on these 30-minute candles. Now we could take a look at Amazon. Amazon's looking a little good. It is, according to this indicator in the sell zone, it is below the 50% of yesterday, which is indicated by this blue line here. So you can see this was the 50% of where Amazon traveled yesterday. This is yesterday's chart. And so it is below that 50%. Now, me personally, when I've seen a ticker symbol kind of struggle below the 50% mark of the previous day, it usually turns out to be a bearish day for that ticker. So this is Amazon. AMZN. So y'all, just show a little love, like the live, please. If you're interested, join Passive Income University. But I wanted to do a quick little recap of my trade. A quick trading recap. Looks like we got some bearish sentiment going on, but this first 30-minute candle came in of the day to open up the market. It was very, very bearish, very strong. But then we hit a low of yesterday, as well as a support zone, and we've got this hammer. So once that presented itself on this candle right here where the crosshair is, I entered in on my calls. I'm not a greedy person. My strategy is to use more capital so I can get a lower profit percentage target. I got in and out of the trade, made a couple $100, and I was done. I could have stayed in it and kind of rode it up, but you don't know how high it's going to go, and you don't want to be greedy. I did see at one point the contracts that I bought were at $500, $600 profit, but I didn't need all that. Just a couple $100 just to get me going for the day, and I can chill out. We're seeing a little bit of a pullback on Google here, so you know, y'all, if you got any recommendations or anything like that, just let me know so I can tap in with y'all in the chat. All right. So Caden says, "What's my opinion on Costco?" Why can't I see it on my regular phone, Caden? I saw you pop up on my other phone, so I'm glad I got both phones right here. So I see you. Is it Caden? You're asking me about my opinion on Costco. Let's take a look. So are you talking about long-term investing, or are you talking about just trading it? Are we talking about long-term investing, or are we talking about just trading Costco? I can answer both. While this is loading up the Costco chart, I can tell you I like Costco long-term. You know, they just announced that they're doing a special dividend for their shareholders of $15. If I remember correctly, you needed to have those shares purchased before December 27th to qualify for that special dividend. So right now what we're looking at is the daily chart for Costco. All right. Why can't I see Caden's comment on my phone? That's crazy. I don't like that. I don't like that a lot. Okay, but anyways, Caden, I hope you're still on. I hope you can hear me. But you want to know my opinion on Costco. So back to what I was saying, long term, I definitely rock with Costco. That is a top tier company in my opinion, especially me because I like dividend stocks. So I would definitely have Costco added to my portfolio long term. And if you're, just dealing with a few dollars and you feel like the cost is a lot, don't let that deter you. Hopefully the brokers that you're with, which allows you to buy fractional shares or a part of a share, which most companies should allow you to do. Take whatever money you can and dollar cost average into buying Costco and adding that to your long-term portfolio. You'll hear people kind of criticize Costco because it's always expensive. It always trades at a premium, but that's just the nature of how good the quality of the company is. So if we're talking long-term for Costco, ticker symbol COST, which is what we're looking at right now. This is currently the daily chart. So each one of these candles represents a day. We can see that Costco has not a nice bull run since November 30th. So almost a month now, Costco has just been running up. It looks like it's starting to consolidate right now. But let's take a look at some trades. So I haven't really charted out Costco. So what I would want to do is see when's the last time Costco was this high. And it looks like it's been a while. It looks like it's been a minute. So we might have some support if it does do something, if it does do something crazy and drop down here. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove any of these previous drawings that I had. And then we're going to start off fresh. So Caden's asking me my opinion on Costco. I hope you're still here, Caden. I didn't see your comment on my regular phone or the phone that I'm live on, but I do see your comment on my other phone. So that is crazy that I don't see it like that. That's really bothersome. But Caden, if you're still on, or anybody that's interested, we're talking about Costco right now. So I got it on the daily chart, and I'm just mapping out areas where I think support could be or resistance. But it looks like Costco is in an area of being all-time high. So we just want to exercise caution if you're trading to the upside. If you're going long or if you're going bullish, I would be very cautious, because it appears that Costco hasn't been at this price in quite some time. So it's pretty high. And we've been running up for the most part for the last 30 days, for the last month. So because the computer's acting choppy, what I want to do is just kind of see if Costco's ever been at this level before. And as you can see, I've got my chart going back to 2017, 2018, and Costco hasn't been at this level. So right now, I would be looking for some type of indication of a pullback or a retracement to get into puts. You know, Costco could continue to run up. It is consolidating right now. Let me change this to the 30-minute chart. You guys know I like to trade on that 30-minute, and let's just take a look at what's going on. All right, so we're talking about trading Costco. I hate that these lines keep popping up. I need to get on my hotkeys when it comes to trading view. But all right, so now we're looking at Costco. We're talking about trading it. If you're just joining right now, we had a question. Caden asked what my thoughts on Costco were. So for the long term, I like Costco for a long-term portfolio. It is an awesome dividend payer. It is an awesome company to have in your long term. What you'll see and what you'll hear is people criticize Costco because it always trades very expensive. It always has a premium. But because it consistently trades pretty high and it's a premium stock, that just speaks to the quality of the company. So if we're talking long term, I definitely would include Costco in my portfolio, which I do have. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But right now, in this very moment, Costco's been running up pretty strong bullish for the last month. And so it hasn't been at this price level in quite some time. I just did a quick look on the daily chart going back to 2017, 2018. So what I would be looking for is some bearish sentiment to start to take over. And what we're seeing here on this wedge, as y'all can see, is it's starting to turn down. Right here was the high, which was on December 18th, it looks like. Yeah. And now you can kind of see it's somewhat trending down. We had a crazy strong gap down between Tuesday and Wednesday, as y'all can see right here. And what I've noticed lately about the market is, like back in 2020, maybe 2021, when there would be a gap down like this, a ticker symbol or a stock, it would be quick to like fill this gap. But now I'm seeing gaps like this, at least from what I've been charting, have gone weeks and months before they close. And so when it comes to my thoughts, and Caden, I hope you're still listening. What's up, Sarah? What's up, Brandon? I see y'all. When it comes to my thoughts and things like that, my bad. I'm just trying to keep an eye on the chat, y'all. But right now, I would be looking at being bearish on Costco, going short. So if I trade options, I don't necessarily trade the stocks directly. I invest long-term with the stocks, but I don't necessarily trade them directly. So if we're talking about trading Costco, I'm trading options. I would be looking to be into puts. And, I'm a scalper. So right now, look, we have this bearish sentiment. So I would be looking for somewhat of a pullback, especially since it seems like Costco has hit some all-time highs for the year. And let me see if I could take a look over here on the side on TradingView. So if we're talking about just a quick trade options-wise, I'd be looking for some short-term puts. So I hope that helps you, Caden. My bad, I didn't see the question right away. It's actually pretty gnarly that I can't see it on the phone. That's not good. I don't like that. I do not like that. All right. So I appreciate y'all, everybody that's joined. I'm just trying to take a look to make sure I show love. So thank y'all for liking. Please share. I appreciate it. I need to get this lighting right. Okay. All this stuff is in the way. I mean, going live on TikTok is crazy because even as the person that's live, you got all of this like ads and stuff popping up in front, so it's a little hard to freaking focus. But we had a question in the chat about what the thoughts are on Costco. So like I said, long-term portfolio wise, I'd have it in there very bullish, very long on Costco. But for the short term, because it looks like we reached some all-time high areas, and typically what happens with the stock when it reaches an all-time high is that we see a pullback or a retracement. So short term, I'll be looking at some puts. But that would be my thoughts. I hope that helped, Kaden. I hope you're still on. Yo, what's up, Kaylee? Appreciate everybody for joining. So if you got any ticker symbols or any questions like that you want me to take a look at, go ahead and drop them, because that's the number one way that I could give y'all value. So I appreciate it. Let me get some lighting going on though. Let's see if it works. All right, a little one-sided, so I might need to do something with the lighting. I don't even like how that looks. That looks weird. Okay, we're back. Yeah, so even now, look, we still got, Costco moves a little slow, but we got this bearish sentiment coming in. It might even hit a little bit of support. Not even there, but let's see. But yeah, so that's my thoughts. If you guys got any questions, let me know. Let's see if I can respond. That is freaking crazy. I can't see that comment. All right, let's go back and take a look at how Google's doing. Wow. So it looks like we got somewhat of a tweezer going on here for Google, with a strong bearish engulfing if this candle ends like this. But we do have another 18 minutes left on this candlestick. But this is important for me, especially in terms of not being greedy. One of the things I'm trying to learn to do is let my winners run, but this would be nerve-wracking if the stock was pulling back like this. So I'm glad that I didn't get greedy. I'm glad that I just stuck with my nice base hit and got out of there. All right, thank y'all for joining. Thank you for joining. We got people. I see you. I see y'all. Thanks for joining. Appreciate y'all. So if you're just live, we go over my stocks investing and trading for new beginners. Pardon me. Just trying to keep a look. I see you, TCG Monk. Thanks for joining, man. I appreciate you. If there's any ticker symbols or anything you want me to take a look at, I can offer my opinion on the long-term investing side or for the short-term trading side. So if there's any ticker symbols y'all want to see, just let me know, and that will be gravy. BTC. You're talking about Bitcoin. I mean, I think that one's pretty easy, TCG Monk. Be long on that Bitcoin, especially right now. It's really poised for a nice bull run in 2024 going into 2025. So long term, I definitely believe that you should have Bitcoin in your portfolio, especially as a diversified approach. Let me bring it up right quick. Oh, shoot. I really need to get my streaming skills up. All right, let's take a look at BTC. All right, so we got BTC on the 30-minute chart. It looks like it's very, very bearish. This chart isn't even kind of set up correctly for me. So it looks bearish for the day. So, if you have an opportunity to go short with BTC, then you can for the day. But ultimately, we're talking long term. If we're talking about your long-term portfolio, I'm very bullish on Bitcoin. So now would be a good opportunity to buy and hold. And when I say buy and hold, I'm talking about all the way through 2024, all the way through 2025, despite the volatility, despite how gnarly it may get with those types of things. We're going long on BTC. So this is just the 30-minute chart. So if you're new, that basically means each one of these candles that you see represents 30 minutes in time. I'm going to zoom in on the magnifying glass for us just a little bit. So this is today. Right now, and we see it's very bearish today. So if you have the opportunity to kind of go short on Bitcoin, you just want to exercise caution. But long term, I will be looking to hold Bitcoin through 2024. That's just my opinion on it. I think it's set up perfectly to go far and go long throughout 2024 and possibly 2025. But yeah, I appreciate that, TCG Monk. Yeah, so Bitcoin. But the interesting thing is, I never thought about trading Bitcoin like that. I bought it and I sold it for a long term. Of course. Much love. Yeah. So that's another thing. You just gave me an idea on looking at how can you trade. Because I haven't really thought about trading crypto in that regard. In the way that I trade options. So I'll be looking into that. But yeah, so I'll just reiterate one more time. I appreciate that, TCG Monk. Thanks for the live, man. I appreciate it. Yep. So like I said, this is for all the new people out there. Drop a ticker symbol, a question, whatever the case may be, and whatever I can do to offer value to you guys, because that's the number one thing that I want to do. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm a little new to the streaming, so all of this stuff I got to get better at, especially this lighting, which is very terrible. I don't know what's going on here, but if you're in the live right now, Caden, I see you, bro. Caden, I don't know if you were on, man, when I broke down Costco. So just let me know in the chat if you were on, so that way I can make sure I got your questions answered. Yeah, for sure. I do, TCG Monk. I do have a Discord. You get the first 30 days free, and then after that, it's just $10 a month. But everything is in there. You get access to everything. There's nothing that's unrestricted. You get all the courses. You get the Q&A. You get the live. You get everything that I'm looking at. So feel free to check it out, and give your honest opinion. The number one thing that I want to do is give value. So that's why I give the first 30 days free, because it gives everybody an opportunity to really get a feel for the Discord. You could say, this is a BS, whatever. Or you could say, I really like it and I want to rock with them. But I feel like I just want to give value the best way I can. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. So shout out to TCG Monk. I'm going to go check out your page, man, when I'm done with the live. Shout out to Caden. Like I was saying, Caden, I hope you were on, man, when I broke down Costco. But if you weren't, Caden, if you're still on, just let me know and I can go over Costco again. But I did break it down just to summarize. Let me bring it up. So here's Costco. Like I said, for the day, short-term trading, it's got some very bearish sentiment, as we can see here with Costco. There was even this strong gap down from yesterday, as you can look on the left-hand side of the screen. So you can look on the left-hand side of the screen, seeing that there was a strong gap down. And so for today, I'm a bit bearish. Short term, I'm bearish on Costco, but long term, have it in your portfolio. Long term, like I said, people criticize Costco because it is always trading at a premium. So I'm just recapping for Caden. I'm just hoping Caden, he saw when I broke down Costco. I'm going to recap it one more time and then I'll keep it going. We can go on to some other ticker symbols. But when it comes to Costco, I'm going to keep it super simple. Always have it in the long-term portfolio. People criticize Costco because it always trades at a premium. It always trades pretty expensive. Short-term, in terms of today and maybe the next few days or going into the new year, it's a little bit bearish. We've got this gap down. Costco just recently hit some all-time highs. And typically when you see a stock hit all-time highs, there's usually a retracement or a pullback. So short-term, I'd be a little bit bearish. I look for some opportunities to get into puts and kind of ride it down a little bit. So I hope you were on, Caden. I hope you were able to hear that and break that down for y'all. But I just wanted to tap in really quick. I'm going to go over my trade that I did this morning. So if you are just joining, geez, get off these damn lines. All right, let me, I'm going to do just a little bit editing because there are some lines on here that shouldn't be on here, but we're going to take a look. All right, so for those that were not on the trade that I did this morning, I was looking at Google. We had this opening candle, which is this white bar that we see right here that was strong. It kind of shot up, but then we had this strong bearish sentiment, this push down. Thank you, TCG Monk, bro. Much love, much love. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. And then after that, what we already charted out. So I charted this out on live a couple days ago. We got this support area, which actually should be notated by a rectangle. And so one of the things that I tell people is when you're doing your support and your resistance, mark it as a rectangle and an area. That's a better idea of where support is. Sometimes we mark out just a single point in a single line, and it doesn't really give you a true representation of what could happen with the price. So what I marked out was this right here. This area I marked out a couple days ago on live as an area of support for Google, GOOG. Now, not only did we have price come just about to where that support is, but it was also yesterday's low. So we had this opportunity, this indication that today it was going to bounce off that support in yesterday's low, which is exactly what it did. It came down a little bit past it, but it created this strong bullish reversal, this hammer right here. This is where the crosshair is, if you can see it on the screen. And then we had somewhat of a push up. So this worked out perfectly for me because I'm a scalper. I entered in on this third candle of the day and I made a couple $100 just in and out. But right now in this moment, what we see is somewhat of a bearish engulfing. But we might just want to wait. There's still another 10 minutes left on this 30-minute chart. One thing that you could do is look at the smaller time frame. So anything under 30 minutes to get a better idea of what's going on with the price movement. Once I get my setup better, I'll be able to show multiple screens on the live. If I try to do multiple screens right now, it doesn't make the best viewing experience for everybody. So just wanted to show y'all that, do a recap. I'm going to get on live a little bit later, but I appreciate y'all for tapping in. And of course, if you got any questions, you just shoot me a message. You can join the Discord. You get 30 days free. I'm in there chopping it up all day. So I appreciate all y'all who joined this morning, and I'll tap in with y'all later. All right, peace.